Hey, there he is. How you doing, man?
Man, finally.
Technology is a wonderful thing when it works, right?
Yeah. There's no like nuance or fidgeting with phone stuff. Like I love a good mechanical quirk, Like you got to turn the key a certain way to get it to work, but phones are just it's a one or a zero.
Yeah. I think
So,
you're a bit of a hands-on kind of guy, aren't you? From what I know.
I I am, yeah. A lot of bass players are.
Yeah, I guess. Especially those with extra strings.
Yeah. That just one extra string, yeah.
Yeah, but still. So where are you?
I just moved into a house in North Carolina and I'm home. So
Okay. It looks like your furniture didn't arrive yet.
I know, right? That's the story of this room. My office studio is yet to be put together. There's a desk and nothing else.
So you just got this place, and yeah, you're just about to go back out onto the road again. So that must be a weird time.
It is, So we got here, and 3 days after I moved in, like literally 3 days, I had to drive to Nashville, and I was there for about 10 days on a riding trip. And the second day after I left, and this is like the fourth day we're at this house, one of our dogs got out and killed a neighbor's goat.
Oh,
And we
no.
hadn't even met this lady yet. It's just like, ugh.
That's not good stuff.
Moving woes, yeah. New to the neighborhood.
So you said you went on a writing trip? Is that what you said? What happens on a writing trip?
So right now, we're all living in separate spots. So Johnny just moved to Nashville. Our guitar player Mark's it's still in San Antonio. I just moved to Asheville, North Carolina, which is pretty close to Nashville. And Ben, our drummer's in Phoenix. So we either meet in Nashville or LA pretty much to write now. So
Okay, so this is stuff for the next album.
next album, yeah. So we're already well underway on the next record. So
Oh, nice. Like no rest for the wicked, right?
well, we heard the criticisms, People are tired of it. They don't like that it takes us 4 years. So we're on it. We'll have the next one out next year. So
Good for you. So, but the tour starts again next week. You've had a little bit of time off, really. Is there anything on this leg of the tour going to be different?
Yeah, we're adding some new songs. We'll be playing Best Times. We're releasing the version with Lacey Sternum tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're adding new songs to the set. Might have a new bass solo. We don't know yet. We'll see if we can pull it off in our rehearsals, but we're planning for a new 3-man bass solo. But yeah, other than that, just standard rock and roll, the nothing more way.
Standard rock and roll. So it's been a few months since Spirits came out. How have those songs fitted into the set? Is it been easy for them to work into the set?
I think so. The hardest thing is the ones we like the most are really long songs. They're all like 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. You put a little intro and a swig of water at the beginning, and you're at 7 or 8 minutes, and it's hard to fit them really. But we're having a blast learning them, getting them tight, and yeah. As far as them melding with the other songs, I think everything's working just fine. So.
And do they change once you take them on the road? Does the songs actually change at all?
Some do, for sure. Definitely over as we play them more and more. Like there's a lot of songs. I talked to Mark about this a lot. I'm like, man, if only we had played certain songs live before we recorded them. It's like, I thought of all these way cooler parts. A lot of times it's hard to change like the chorus of a song in any major way, but some songs will get like elongated bridges or just little things like that. Or we stuck like a 5-minute drum solo in the middle of an old song called Salem.
Yeah.
That was a big change, big departure, but we still ended it the same way the album did.
So when you come off stage at the end of a show, what for you makes for like a really, really great show?
I think first and foremost, it's performance for all of us. Like, I don't think any of us, it seems like if one of us had like a bad show on our own, but the crowd was incredible. Like, it doesn't seem to overcome like the bad performance, but when everything ticks, when it's a great crowd, you felt the energy, you didn't feel like you had any like big major mess ups. Like, those are awesome shows for sure. When the whole, and when the crowd's singing and they're with you 100%, like, that's just a bonus, I think.
And tell me about the bands you've got coming along with you on this tour.
Yeah, so we have Crown the Empire and Thousand Below. We have yet to play with either of them. Our first time out, so we love their music. We just haven't had a chance to really stretch our legs with them and break bread. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be a great tour, though.
And how do you actually decide on the opening bands?
Well, we start with a big list of ideal bands, like we always try to get Muse to open for us, and Tool. They always say no. But yeah, there's our ideal bands that we send to our booking agent. And then, there's bands that he knows of that are looking for slots. And both of these bands were bands that he knew were looking, kind of thing. And that's how it worked out. There wasn't any like bandmate to bandmate connection there. Sometimes it works like that. It's cool when that happens.
So 2023, that's the 20th anniversary of your band.
Yeah.
Are you planning anything for the 20th anniversary? Are you feeling nostalgic at all?
That's it. Well, here's the thing. I joined in 2005, so it's not my I'm kind of original, but like, they were playing together in like 6th grade. When they asked me to join the band, they were spending their weekend, their parents would drop them off at each other's houses on the weekend, and it was just like, that's too much commitment for me. When I was in high school.
But it's still an anniversary.
Yeah, what will we do? I don't know. We should, though, now that you bring it up.
Like a big homecoming show or something like that.
Oh, that's a great idea. We were talking about doing like, well, I can't bring up the secret ideas, but that's a great idea.
Okay. Well, I'm manifesting it for you.
Yeah. 20-year anniversary show. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So from all the time that you've been in the band, which, is nearly 20 years, what are the big highlights that stand out for you, like that you look back on?
Trying to think. I mean, the Grammys is the obvious one. For me, it was little things like the show that turned everything around was when we played Aftershock, and it's a festival in Sacramento, I think in 2013, and we were unsigned. The Danny Wimmer, the guy who puts on the festival, had kind of heard about us and kind of wanted to see us, so we drove all the way out there in this van that I converted to run on vegetable oil. And it was like overheating the whole way, just stressing me out. We were totally out of money. Like, we had an overdrawn or maxed out credit cards, blah, blah, blah. Us getting to the festival, literally the water pump like blew out of the front of the van in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, destiny, baby. Like we played the show. I immediately, get in a runner's car and go to Napa, and I'm looking for parts. And, and the guys go, and all this like interest to do, like all these people are wondering who we are and want to interview us after. And Danny Wimmer's just blown away, and a band cancels on the main stage the next day at 4 p.m. So he asked us to play. And it was just, we played the next day at 4, in front of 20,000 people, unsigned band. Like, all of a sudden we have, like 4 label offers, like on our drive home. It's those things where it's like, at any point that water pump could have given out and we would have missed the festival, and it just would have been a missed show, maybe, a bummer. But the fact that we just coasted in, and that was like the day. So
it's fate. It's just fate.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
well, I hope that that good luck continues moving forward onto this new run of dates. So have fun, and thanks again for talking to me.
Thanks so much. Yeah, take care.